Alright, so this is Cyberpunk 2077. Uh, and I'm playing on a regular PS4, a Slim, actually. This is after patch 1.04, and I have chromatic aberrations and I think film grain off, just for extra shits and giggles and information. I just wanted to play it a little bit and kind of show it to everyone. Oh, motherfucker. And show it to everyone who kind of has like mixed opinions or doesn't really feel like they should buy it. But the TLDR is buy it on next gen. That's all I have to say. If you're feeling iffy about it, buy it on next gen. That's all I have to say. But nonetheless, going into it, the game has problems. Everybody knows that. Everybody's seen the memes. Everybody understands the memes, and everybody's pissed off at the memes. But if you're like me and I don't really care too much about the graphics or the pop-in or any glitches that might happen, then I think you're gonna enjoy the game. And I say that for a number of reasons. The gunplay is pretty good when, you know, when it works. And I mean that when it works in the sense of like, sometimes if there's like 8 to, I don't know, maybe 15 people on screen at a time, you're gonna get a frame rate drop. That's just bound to happen. If there's a lot of explosions and physics flying around, the frame rate drops. That happens. Is it a problem? It can be for certain people. Is it a problem for me? No. The gunplay is great. I think it's actually a lot better than I thought. It's a lot better. The combat isn't fucking Dead Island. Okay, so you're gonna have some fun with it. There's a lot of customization options, not only for your character, but for like your guns and, you know, your skill trees and how you want to play your character. There's actually a lot of depth into role-playing, so to speak. What the fuck? Who the fuck knows? I found it. Should I burn or drown them? I was drown them. We'll vanquish them one by one. Cools. Yeah, there's a lot of customization, like I said, with, you know, builds and guns and your character, and even the character customization in the beginning of the game, you can play basically any character that you want. But like I said, the game does have its issues, okay? It is not a perfect game, and that mostly comes from... Greetings from what? That mostly comes from, you know, its problems. Like, as you can see, the game does not look amazing on a base PlayStation or PlayStation Slim. There's always a lot of pop-ins, the textures aren't amazing, you know. There are glitches here and there. A lot of people do not like the pop-in and the glitches, and honestly, you get that with every game. Yeah, I don't understand what the problem is in that aspect. You're gonna get glitches. You're gonna get bugs. See, like that looks like shit, or that looks like shit over there too. You know, it's not perfect. I genuinely didn't have any expectations for this game to be amazing in terms of graphical fidelity. I had no real... I'm not picky when it comes to these things, so I guess for me it's different, but a lot of other people might have a different opinion on that. In my opinion, I don't think you should have such a strong I shouldn't have such a strong dislike for the game if all you care about are the graphics, because then you're just not going to enjoy the game. Like, I guarantee that people only look at the graphics for like the first like couple hours, and then they're just like, alright, let me actually play the fucking game. Like, you know, not every game is gonna be fucking 60 frames, 4K. Can I pick this up? Right, can I? No. You also get some things like this where you gotta like stand in a certain spot to pick it up. But, you know, if you want something that's 60 frames, 4K, get it on next gen. Get it on PC, get it on the Series X, or wait for it to come out on PS5. Because you're not going to get that here. At least on, you know, base Xbox One and PlayStation 4. You're not going to get that. Maybe with the Pro, but you're genuinely not going to get that type of experience. Which is very upsetting for a lot of people, considering that this was in development for almost 10 years, probably 10 years. So, you know, it should be perfect. You know, it should be everything that they said it was. And I'm gonna be real, it is everything they said it was. It is a gorgeous game. You know, it is still a beautiful game. It's just not perfect. No game that's gonna come out is gonna be perfect. But, you know, I understand that a lot of people expect AAA perfection. And to be honest, I gave up on that idea before the PS4 and Xbox One came out, for the fact that games just aren't ever gonna be perfect. You can't make a perfect game. You can come pretty close to making a damn fun game and an amazing game, but you'll never get perfection. So, you know, coming from that standpoint, I do enjoy this game. I really do. I've only had it crash 3 times since launch. And I got the game on launch, and it is currently the 12th? I don't even know what day it is. Yeah, it's the 12th. It's only crashed 3 times. Now, that's basically once per day. It's only crashed once per day. And a lot of times you'll know when it's gonna crash, especially on PS4, because the frame rate gets really shitty. And then you can just expect it to crash. Is that acceptable? No. It's not acceptable. I don't like it. A lot of people don't like when their game crashes, but guess what? Fucking games do that, alright? Games crash. I've had Battlefront 2 crash, I've had Call of Duty crash, I've had everything, man, every game that comes out nowadays is bound to crash at some point. Just because they're so ambitious and their scope is just up there. You know, shit just happens. You know, I can't be mad at that. But nonetheless, I'm having fun, you know. That's what matters, in my opinion, is that you're having fun and you're enjoying your experience. A lot of people aren't enjoying the fact that there are, you know, glitches, there's bugs, like I said, you know, there's frame rate drops, and...
Hey, there's a Mox. Something isn't right with her. Could be cyberpsychosis. My client's in danger. You need to get him out of it. Would really appreciate your help on this. Deets attached.
You know, like frame rate drops and stuff. People don't like that. Alright, that's fair. But does that, like, if you're here to buy a game because you're interested in the game, should that matter? That's a very controversial thing for me to even say. And in my opinion, I don't think it should matter. Like, look, that shit looks garbage back there, but guess what? I'm not even paying attention to the pop-in, to be honest. I'm paying attention to what I want to do in the game. Before I even noticed that shit in the background, I noticed these guys and this car that's kind of, like, tipped over. You know? I'm more focused on what can I do in this game as opposed to what does this game do to my experience. And realistically, this game's fun. It's great. The story is amazing. This game is extremely fun to play, and I honestly, a lot of people say that Fallout 4 was better during its release. But I don't think so. Fallout 4 was definitely a fun game. But definitely not to the level of fun that this game has. But Fallout 4 was also extremely buggy. And not buggy as in the sense of not buggy, oh damn. Not like this game's level of buggy. Like this game's level of buggy is kind of funny in my opinion. Like every so often a motorcycle will fall from the sky and it'll be kind of perfect because I need a motorcycle sometimes or like a vehicle. So it's kind of funny in that aspect. But other times I'll walk through doors. Like that to me is funny, that's entertaining. Like if the game doesn't make me enjoy even the stupid shit, then I honestly I don't want to play it. Like I don't want to play a perfect game because then there's just I don't know, something about bugs is kind of charming to me. Glitches are kind of charming to me. That's just me though. I don't know. Everybody's different. Nonetheless, the only thing that people can say that is extremely bad is the pop-in. I experience it a lot. I know a lot of people will experience it. Listen, man, I don't give a fuck, bro. Every game does pop-in differently. This game is extremely grand in scope. Look at this fucking shit. Look at this map. Shit is fucking huge, you know? And it's not like fucking GTA where it was a 2013 game that, you know, fucking just got reworked into a modern title. You know, this is something that's been worked on for 10 years. And in that aspect, I understand that people think that it should be perfect, but game development is hard. It's extremely an open world sandbox RPG with a lot of choices, and there are choices in this game that affect, you know, quest lines. Genuinely, not some shit that was just on paper. Nah, these are real choices that are made. There's a lot that goes into it, you know. So I genuinely don't blame the game for having its problems. I genuinely don't blame the game for having glitches and bugs and everything that it has. I don't blame it. I can't imagine making a big ass game with NPCs and then cars and all these complicated RPG systems that actually work, surprisingly. I don't blame the game for having its problems. Game development is hard, bro. This isn't some linear experience. This is genuinely, like, open-ended, and that shit to me is mind-boggling. Does that blow up? Oh no, it doesn't. You know, this game is almost like, it has like Skyrim levels, you know, character builds in terms of like, you know, your assault rifle skill may, you know, level up by using assault rifles. Your blade skills level up by using blades. I'm on fire. Alright, bro, let's relax. You know, there's all these deep, complicated things, and I genuinely... Ah, damn, I'm heavy. I genuinely feel bad for people that don't see it the way that I see it. You know, I guess I just have a soft spot for video games in general. And, you know, ooh, give me that. Is he alive? Nope. I feel bad for people who have a lot of problems, you know. But I don't think that, you know, people should send death threats or even give back their game. Like, I think that if they were genuinely hyped with this game, for this game, they should just hold on to it and wait for all the bugs to be fixed. Because this isn't just any ordinary company that doesn't give a fuck about their, you know, consumers, you know what I mean? Like, they're genuinely trying to fix everything and make it a, you know, a correct experience for everybody. And I genuinely see that. Yeah, they pushed back the game 1.5 million times. Okay, listen, I don't blame you for saying that, you know, like, fuck this company for that. Yeah, I get that. I was the same way. I said, fuck this game, I don't want to play this fucking game. But then I bought it. And, you know, I can see why they spent a lot of time on this game. You know, you can see their passion. You can see everything that they, you know, promised would be really, that would work well. It does work well, you know. Now, granted, obviously the game doesn't, or isn't perfect, but they're trying. And I think that that's something to I should hold on to. Oh, fuck, I didn't mean to do that. I think that's something everybody should, you know, at least give them credit for, is that they're trying. You know, they tried, they sought to create this expansive universe, or continue this expansive universe in video game format. Like, that's fucking hard. That's extremely hard. So I don't blame, I don't blame them for failing in some things, or, you know, trying too hard. And, like, it happens. Video games are really hard, you know. And I don't really know much about CD Projekt Red, but they're not Rockstar. They're also not Bethesda. You know, I don't know how many employees are in CD Projekt Red, but I know Bethesda and Rockstar, they've been doing games like this for the longest fucking time. So I understand, you know, they kind of know their formula, they understand their formula. I don't think CD Projekt Red understands its own formula, and that's why they're trying a lot of different games like The Witcher, and you know, and now Cyberpunk. So you know, I could kind of I forgive them. And it's not like this world is empty. This world is not fucking empty. Look at this shit. Look, all of these little dots are either, well, okay, the white ones are shops, or like things you can sell shit for. You know, like, these are like fun little activities, clothing and stuff like that. All the blue and then the yellow, those are things to do. With their own branching quest lines, their own unique characters and experiences, and it's insane. It's really, really insane. Every character I've met has been super interesting, and, you know, they have their own things going on and their own drives and wants, and that's really cool. That's really cool. The only problem that I have personally is buying cars. I didn't know how the fuck to buy a car. And honestly, they should have just, like, kind of streamlined it like GTA. Where you just go online and then you buy it. This is fucking 2077. Like, you should be able to order that bitch online, which you can't. It's unfortunate. What you have to do is you have to raise your street cred in the top left corner here, which is done by, you know, completing, you know, side quests and like doing like police activities and stuff like that. Like this stuff right here, doing things like that, doing any of these like side quests, you earn your street cred that way. And then, you know, these these fixtures will contact you, and then you have to go and find the car. So like I think this one is a car. No, where is it? This one. Yeah. So then they're like, oh yeah, okay, here, go buy this. You can buy this car, and then you have to like find it among this right here. Or you can also, which I'd only just now figured out, to be honest. You just go down here, and you can find which car you want. So I didn't really know that at first, but then I wasn't really looking hard enough, so that's also my fault. All in all, my personal, rating out of 10, I give this game an 8.5. I genuinely do. I'm really enjoying the game. I enjoy the music. The music is so good. The gameplay, everything is just so fun. It's addicting. It's great. I don't give it a 10 out of 10 for the sake of... I don't know if I have music on. I don't, okay. I don't give it a 10 out of 10 because I feel like the launch was kind of shitty. Doesn't mean I didn't enjoy it, but for a lot of other players, it was shitty. I have experienced the shit, so it's not like I haven't recognized it. I've experienced all the bad textures, all the popping, all the, the weird shit, even the crashing, and I've experienced all that, and I hope this game gets better. With the 1.04 patch, they did fix some of the visual, problems in terms of like, I think resolution for like base PlayStation and Xbox models. They also fixed a lot of the frame rate. The frame rate was really shit before, I think it was yesterday I got the update. But the 1.04 update did fix that, It's not perfect, don't get me wrong, it's not a stable 30 frames. But a lot of the time it is, when you're exploring the world, you get that. And you're gonna find yourself, if you do buy this game, you're gonna find yourself exploring it for hours, man.
Something in Northside just erupted, and apparently it's got maelstromers hauling ass out of there. See what's going on exactly and let me know.
What the fuck? You're gonna be exploring the world for hours. You're gonna be wanting to talk to everybody, to get all these side quests and do all this stuff. It's great, man. It's really, really great. And I hope that you genuinely...
Oh, interesting.
I hope that you genuinely find something useful from my perspective. Because like I said, game development is hard. I understand we're in a new age of... What the fuck? I understand we're in a new age of game development. We're in a new age of consoles, and things should be a lot more perfect by now. But come on, it's a video game. Enjoy it because it's a game. It's a world to get lost in. Yeah, shit happens, bro. Shit always gonna happen. But look, Call of Duty isn't balanced. I've played Call of Duty. Call of Duty ain't balanced, but everybody still enjoys it.
Who would have thought?
So Call of Duty in Cold War only released with 9 maps. 1 zombie map, 9 maps. The game has so many problems. It crashes, Xboxes completely. It like shuts off consoles completely. It has a lot of problems, but guess what? People buy it because it's fun. And this game only crashes once every maybe once a day, at least for me. For me, I'm not saying you're gonna get the same experience, but at least for me, it crashes like once every day, which is fine because I play for 5+ hours at a time. Call of Duty, that shit crashes on me like, the first day I got it shut my console off like 4 times in the span of 3 hours. So, if we're talking about quality control, we need to have better standards for Call of Duty too. And for every other game, we shouldn't just pick out favorites, but that's just my opinion. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this semi-review discussion thingy. I don't know. I just wanted to express my opinions on the game, and you know how my, you know, it's not very one-sided. So yeah, if you made it this far, I guess thanks for listening, and I hope your opinion is somewhat changed. And if it hasn't, that's alright. You know, not here to change minds. I'm just here to, you know, talk, have a conversation. But yeah, alrighty, bye bye.